Right, guys, before I get into the video, just to give you guys a bit of context, this video was recorded about 2 years ago. So obviously, if you look in the bottom corner of my screen, it will say 2023. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you this context, so otherwise you don't get confused. So anyway, I'm going to be quiet and let you guys get on with the video.
Hey everyone, welcome to a YouTube video today, and today we are going to be doing a Sonic Frontiers Update 1 Cyberspace level tier list. Now, at the time of recording this video, Update 3 is out, so yeah. So for now, we've only got the Update 1 levels, which I will be doing the Update 1 levels and the Update 3 levels separately, but then at the end, I will do a full tier list of them. So for now, what we've got is I've got the Update 1 levels, which we'll be doing the tier system, which the tier system is today, and the ranking system. Now, one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the tier system and the ranking system. So how ranking system and tier systems work is basically tier systems where we have quite a few levels in one tier. But they're all pretty good, but ranking system is where you're digitally putting them in exact places. So I mean, you can do that with tier systems, but I'm not like that, so I'm just going to do separate. So yeah, so let's get on with this. So I will do it with the update 3 levels. I'll do them separately, and then we'll do them all together at the end for final. So it'll be about 6 parts in this series. No, for about 6 parts. No. Yeah, about 6 parts there will be in this the Sonic Frontiers tier ranking series. I'll just be calling it placement series or whatever. I don't know, but you know. So yeah, first level we got is 1-1 database. Now, I do pretty much like database, so honestly, I'm going to put it's not the best level. It's an alright intro level, but it's not that fun, so I'm going to put it in C. It's alright. Now, 1-2 flowing. Now, 1-2 flowing is actually alright. I mean, the S rank for it is pretty tough. Now, I don't really have the recordings of these levels, but one thing I can do is I'll probably mainly do that recording for my my ranking stage, my ranking episode. I'll have the recordings of the levels and to key parts in them, and I'll do proper editing there. But yeah, 1-3. Now next up we got is 1-3 Digital Cave. Now, Digital Cave is an alright stage, actually, again. So I'm honestly going to put it in the B tier. It's pretty fun, but at the same time it's alright. Now, so yeah, I do like some of the speedrun and the homing dashes and some of it to speedrun. Some of these levels of speedrun are actually really fun. Now, 1-4 Genshi. Now, when I was learning to speedrun it, I actually realised it was a lot more fun. Because normally I put it in the B tier, but actually speedrunning it. Now, I'm going to do this with all the levels and what they feel like to speedrun and stuff. But honestly, 1-1 still and all that, and these other levels aren't really that fun to speedrun. Now, flowing is good, but 1-3 is alright. So honestly, I'm going to put Genshi in A tier because it's so fun to speedrun. 1-5 again, it's pretty fun to speedrun, and the music's good. But one thing I've got to do is when you're speedrunning it, you got the horrible camera. It just keeps because there's so many pathways at the beginning, it tries to lock you onto those pathways, and it just jiggles over above on that. But to speedrun it, it's not really much going on. But as a stage in general, without speedrun, because when you speedrun it, you basically just fly over the whole level, pretty much. It's not really that bad. But the thing is, let's just say, for example, in this, if it's got a good speedrun, we'll also count that. But if it's got a bad speedrun, we're not really going to count that because obviously the level's not really made to be speedrun, or not in the way we have to do it, the spin dash. But yeah, other than that, I'd say it's an A tier level, pretty decent. 1-6, again, I never really used to like this level because I'd normally probably put this in the C or B, but because it's speedrun, how I like to do it, which I've got quite a good strategy, it's actually really fun, especially to time your jumps and to not stomp onto the crumbling platforms, otherwise you fall and you'll fail the route, which I actually really like about that. 1-7 time flow. Now, this speedrun for this level is completely broken, and again, yes, I know you just fly through the whole level, but you literally just skip the entire thing and it just feels amazing to do. Super easy, so yeah, I'm going to have to put it in the A tier. 2-1, Slice and Sway. Now, again, this one is actually pretty good to speedrun, but it's pretty fun to get it properly. So, but it's not as good as the others. You can just fly across the whole level, but it does feel good too. So I'm going to put it in B tier. So next up we got 2-2 Heavenly Sky. Again, to speedrun it is kind of fun to get it properly, but other than that, as a stage, it's not really that great. Honestly, I know it's the Unleashed Dragon Road, but personally I think it works better in Unleashed. 2-3 Nostalgic Sweep. Did I say Heavenly Sky for the other one? I think so, I don't know. Don't remember. I'm trying to say all their names if I can. If I forget, I do apologise, but other than that, I will try to say them. But anyway, 2-3 Nostalgic Sweep. Now, this level I haven't really speedrun, really. But it is pretty fun, nonetheless. So, I'd say B tier. It's alright. 2-4 Hype Street. Now, this level reminds me of Forces. But Forces actually is alright. But Hype Street can go in B tier. It's okay. 2-5 Deja Vu. I'd love this level. So, it's going... Deja Vu, should go S tier or... Okay, I'm going to do it S tier stage. Absolutely love it. Especially the song, oh my god. It sounds like a song you sound on the radio. 2-6 Transparent Highway. Now, the speed run this level, oh my god. Because of how lengthy it is, you can literally just fly over the entire level. But it's one of those ones where you can fly across it, but it's not boring, but it just feels so good with how you're flying. So, S tier. 2-7 Floating in the Blue. And again, this level's okay to speedrun. It's not really much to say. So I'm going to say C because it's not the best, you know. 3-1 Escape the Loop. Now, this one is a really fun stage. Personally, I'm going to pull it in A tier for now. But anyway, other than that, it's an amazing stage. 3-2 Ghost Slap. Ghost Slap is an okay stage. I'm going to put it in B. There's not really much to say. 3-3 Memory Will Tell. Now, this is an S tier stage. Not even just speedrun, just in general. 3-4 Construction. Now, Construction I do kind of like. But Construction I'm going to have to put in A tier. I do quite find it fun. Now, here we go. The cream of the poop. People are going to say 3-5. Well, obviously, that's going to go in D tier, right? I mean, come on. 3-5, yeah, it is a terrible stage. But personally, I do kind of like it. But obviously, it is the worst level of them all. But personally, I do like 3-5. I still find it fun, like in a way, just like getting the drift and doing it really quick. I still find the drifting quite fun though, even though yes, it is like kind of bad, like really bad, and the other games drifting was better. But other than that, I do kind of like seeing how fast I can do it, and also like perfecting it. It's perfecting it in like swinging around those corners at such speed. Because if you like charge up a spin dash, and like before you go into it, or like you're going really fast with the boost and then you hit it, the boost actually kind of carries into it. Because the people who say it's slow, they're doing it kind of slow. They're not really boosting into it. And also, if you hold the boost while you're doing it, it might not look like it, but it does actually still using the boost, and it actually does make you go faster. So swinging around those corners with that, it just feels so good. Even though it is a really terrible drift, but for that, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. I know people are going to be having to go at me in the comments, but it's just I have to. It's weird with like a level that people don't like. You just have to perfect it, and once you get it perfected and you try everything you can, I can make fun out of it. Like I'm one of those people. But yeah, B&B is still a terrible stage, and I'll agree with all of you. Like yeah, it is very terrible, but other than that, I do kind of have a little bit of fun with it. But anyway, 3-6 Enjoyless World. Now, Enjoyless World actually is the hardest level in the game. Well, okay, technically not anymore, but it was. I think now 4-something else is now the hardest level in the new update 3. But yeah, anyway, Enjoyless World, really fun stage, especially to master. So going in S tier for sure. 3-7 All Reality. Now, I don't really have much to say about All Reality, you know, but I'm going to say it's A tier, but there's the only thing I can say about it. Now on to the Oranos Island now. 4-1 Exceed Mock. Now, Exceed Mock is a pretty decent stage, honestly. Like, what I'm going to have to say is, like, its song, I love the dubstep. Like, the first time I've ever had pretty much, like, proper dubstep song in a Sonic game. And it really does, like, does really sound good. So that's going to be an A tier stage. Like, okay. S tier then. I just had to. Now we've got 4-2 Ephemeral. Now, personally, this stage, I'm going to have to put in the S tier. Personally, now, before you say, well, why is it in the S tier? Isn't Ephemeral just like you're just running? Yeah, but I love how the amount of pathways you get at the start of the level. Yeah, I know you're running for like basically like 40 seconds of the level, but I just love the branching pathways and how like the springs literally and like the ramps just send you flying into the stage. That's what I love about it. So yeah, that's the reason why it's in S tier. And it technically is my favourite original Cyberspace level in the Update 1, but ever since Update 3 came out, what I mean by Update 1 levels is obviously, yes, these levels were in Update 2, but what I mean is, no, not Update 1, the original game, well, but you get what I mean by Update 1, like. But I mean, I think Update 1 actually upgraded the physics in these levels, so made them a bit better. But anyway, these were the original game levels, and then the added levels is the Update 3 levels. I'm just going to call them the, what do I call them? I'm just going to call them the extra levels. But yeah, these original game levels are pretty good. It's my favourite original game level, but ever since the extra ones came out, my new favourite is 4-I. Now, 4-3, Rumble Rave. Now, Rumble Rave is pretty wacky level. Personally, I'm going to have to put it in B tier. That's a hard one. But yeah, 4-4, Wishes in the Wind. Now, honestly, I love this level. S tier straight away. It is, like, it's just probably the longest level in the game. And it's really nice to master it. I think my shortest time at the moment is like 1 minute 50 or something. I think I'm trying to get it down more. I mean, I wasn't really properly speedrunning at that time. So yeah. But anyway, 4-5, Arrow of Time. Now, Arrow of Time is a pretty alright stage. I do like it, but it's going to have to be in B tier, sadly. 4-6, Fog Funk. Now, Fog Funk is... Fog Funk's a tricky one. Now, Fog Funk is... I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, it's a bit strange. But I'm going to have to put it in at A tier. It's actually alright. 4-7, Rewind to Go Ahead. Now, don't really have much to say about this level. It's just is what it is. 4-8, No Pain, No Gain. Now, this level is the shortest level in the game. Probably just over 20 seconds. If you're playing casually, you're probably completing about 40 if you're just doing casually, if that. Honestly, quite a kind of a disappointing stage, but it's fun. It's fun to have shorter levels. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Honestly, I do like the stage, but at the same time, not really. Ooh. But it is fun to master, though, to get good times. But other than that, I'm going to have to put it in D tier. I know. You're probably thinking, well, 3-5 has been taken over. Actually, no. No, it hasn't. It's D tier. It's better than C tier. Better than D. I don't know what I'm on about. Now, the last level... So, yeah, that was just a thing. I just remembered, like, one thing. Yeah, the stage is a bit boring, but I feel like 3-5 is better. But, in my opinion, but... 4-8 still isn't enough for D tier, though. It's still okay. At least 3-5 is a bit longer. At least you can get a bit more out of it. I mean, yeah, 4-8, yeah, you have more pathways, but honestly, I don't really find 4-8 that fun. Yeah, it's kind of fun to master the gameplay, but there's not really much to master. Like, you just have to get like a good strategy at the beginning, and then you're perfect. It's not really much to do for the speedrun. It's pretty easy. I got it down to like 20 seconds, I think, on my second attempt when I firstly played the game. Like 3-5 took me, I mean, not that long, but But I forgot you couldn't even skip over them. But anyway, this is what it is. But anyway, the final level, 4-9 Signs. Now, this is a skateboarding level, which actually is pretty fun. So I'm going to put it in the A tier. Honestly, it's a pretty good level. Now, that's my tier list. So, yeah. I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, you know what? 3-5, I'm just going to put in the D tier. Because 4-8 is just a tiny bit better than 3-5. It's about the same, honestly, in my opinion. I kind of feel like 3-5 is better, but I've kind of got to look at it as in like the actual game. Yeah, I know this tier list and ranking system is mainly my opinion, which it is my opinion. So hopefully none of you get offended by my opinion. I don't have a go at me for my opinion, but personally, I do feel like 3-5 is better than 4-8. I find it fun swinging around those corners. So you know what? But personally, like 4-8 is kind of in a way tiny bit better than 3-5 because you actually have enemies and all that to fight. But other than that, they're about the same. They're not really. You know what? That's my tier list. Like 3-5 and 4-8, they're just. That's my tier list now. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. But honestly, like. Now, honestly, I'm happy with that now. But yeah, it's just like. Some people might disagree. Some of you might disagree with me in the comments, but honestly, that's just how I feel about this. Like, I don't feel like 4-8 is that good of a stage. Yeah, I still do like it. I love all the stages. I love all the levels in Sonic. Like, all of them. I love all of them. I love all the stages in Sonic Frontiers, but probably the worst ones is 3-5 and 4-8. Like, it's kind of two disappointing stages, because personally, I feel like in a way, 3-5 is kind of better than 4-8 because it's more in the middle of the game. It's a short stage in the middle of the game. Yeah, it's still a bit random, but it's kind of on an island where you don't really go. But other than that, it's like. But 4-8 is more near the end of the game. You're probably thinking, well, it's the second to last level, so isn't it going to go out of a banger? Well, not really. But honestly, 4-9 again, like, it's a fun stage, but it's just not a final level stage. Like, personally, in my opinion, I'd be happy if they swapped 4-4 with 4-9 or whatever, because I feel like 4-4 is more of a level that is a final level. 4-4 feels like the final level. I mean, I feel like in the main story, I feel like if you're S ranking all levels, I think you actually do get to 4-4 anyway. Like, I don't think you actually have to do all the cyberspace levels. Like, I know in the game you don't have to. I think you can compete Sonic Frontiers without doing any cyberspace stages. I feel like you can. I think that's the truth. But I think it will be quite difficult to. But I think you just have to go around with the treasure and get the keys. I don't know 100%. Or I think you can do fishing. It's one of those two. But I think it is possible without doing any cyberspace stages. But other than that, I'm going to stop waffling now. And that is my tier list. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit a like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.
Reload it. Hit on the base and reload it. Reload it. Hit on the base and reload it. Reload it. Hit on the base and reload it. Reload it. Hit on the base and reload it.